Okay, the first thing we want to do when we talk about fitting of any of the Fury line is how important measurements are and how important the fit kit is. Fit is the most critical piece of success when working with hoof boots. So we really emphasize taking a good measurement, buying a fit kit to see if the shells fit before you order the product. So here's kind of our prelude to buying a product and having success, and that is to take a good measurement. So I'm going to use my fake hoof here, and what we want to do is we want to measure from side to side at the widest point, and we really prefer that measurement to be in millimeters because it's more exact. So on this foot I'm getting roughly 123, and then we want to do a toe to the furthest weight-bearing point of the heel. We don't want to do bulbs, we want to do weight-bearing point of the heel. And I'm getting roughly 130. So 123 by 130 is my measurements here. And so what you can do is you can go to the EasyCare website, or from our brochures, you can see each one of our products has a width and a length measurement. You want to try to find a shell that fits into both your width and length measurement. If you can't find one that fits into both, you want to find the one that fits into the smallest. So once you get your measurement, what we recommend is going on a website. And so let's just say from your measurements, we recommend a size 2.5. Order a size 2.5 fit kit. We then send you a fit kit with 3 shells. You're going to get a 2.5, a 3, and a 2. Once those shells come to you, what you'll notice is that it's the shell with no hardware on it. And with the 3 shells, this really helps us determine the proper fit before you order. So order the fit kit. The next thing we're going to do on the Fury line is we're going to show you how the fit kit fits on Fury behind us, and show you how to determine proper fit and which boot to order. All right, so now we've done our measurement for the fit kit. He measured a size 2.5. In the 2.5 fit kit, we're going to get a size 3, a 2.5, and a 2. So the goal with the fit kit is to help you get the perfect size for your horse. So this is going to come with 3 shells, and ideally, what we hope happens is that our 2.5 is the correct size, our 3 is maybe a little too large, and we can't get the size 2 on. So we'll go through the fitting and kind of show you what we're looking for. We want the V up front to open slightly. We want a tight fit all the way around the rim from here all the way to the heel. And we want to be able to take the shell in our hands and not be able to twist it. So I'm going to start with the smallest first, which is a size 2. I'll pick up the foot, try to pull my shell on, and what I can tell already with my shell is I'm really wide here. I could cram it on, but I'm pushing the hoof wall over. So this shell is too small. And you can see it's pretty hard to take off because we got to stretch. And now let's go into, so that's our 2. We're too small there. Now we're going to go on our 2.5. This is what we measured for. And let's see if we can fit correctly here. So 2.5, I can feel it's nice and snug. We're not gapped over on the side. Our V up front has opened, and we have a really snug fit all the way around. We want that material to pull and be tight around the hoof. This is a nice fit. We have enough heel length, and we're really tight up in the toe. It's a nice fit. So now we'll try the 3 and show you what on the 3 might be a little loose. Pull this shell off. You'll notice when these shells are put on, I mean, this is no glue, and that's actually tough to get off. You want the shell nice and tight. So now going to a size 3, a little bit larger shell. You're going to notice when I slip it on, it slips on much easier. comes off a lot easier. So, I mean, I can just feel with putting this on with my hands, this is too large. We're still splitting this. This V is less spread, which tells me I'm not pulling material around. We're also a little bit gappy in the toe. So this is too large. So from the Fit Kit, we want to order the 2.5, and whether you're ordering a glue-on shell, the Fury Sling, or the Fury Heart. The next thing we'll do is we'll go into each boot model and show you how to fit them. Okay, we've talked about the importance of taking measurements of the foot and also ordering a fit kit. Now I'd like to talk about the features and benefits of the Easyboot Fury Sling. So when the boot comes to you, you're going to get a boot, you're going to get a little bottle of Loctite, and you're going to get a spanner wrench. And I'll explain what to do with those in a second. But the beauty about the Easyboot Fury Sling is the adjustability. So the boot adjusts in length and height. So we have 2 screws on the bottom that, when loosened, allow the boot to adjust in length. So we can get roughly 25 millimeters of length adjustment here. And then we also have 2 settings here. And on the inside, we have 10 millimeters of adjustment within the 2 settings. So this allows our heel to adjust up and down. And so what those two adjustments allow us to do is adjust length and height and get the perfect fit for each horse. So once those are adjusted down, what we recommend is adding Loctite. And the reason why we have a spanner wrench is once the Loctite is added, this grips the inside of the T-nut, so if you want to make further adjustments down the road. So I'm going to talk real quick about the accessories that come with the product line or available to purchase after. So the first one we have is called the Y strap, and what this does is it comes with a screw and a T-nut, and this fastens right here. So we've fastened it on this boot, and what this allows us to do is have a more secure fit. So fast riding, aggressive riding, mud, up and down steep trails, we recommend the Y strap. The other thing we have as an accessory is we have a spare pastern strap. So these are aftermarket parts you can buy after your purchase. So the next thing we're going to do is fit the product on the horse. Okay, now that we've made our adjustments, I've adjusted the boot in height here. I've also adjusted our length. Then I've taken a screwdriver and I've tightened these down. The other adjustment you're going to notice on this boot is we have 2 hole adjustments here. So we can also reduce the height of our heel sling by coming down a notch. I'm going to leave this a little higher for him because this horse has decent heels. So once we've tightened those down, I'm going to flip the back of the boot out of the way. This is a really nice feature of this boot because it makes it really easy to fit. Once that's done, I'll pick up the foot and I'm going to slide the boot on. And I like to, once you slid on here, what I like to do now is pull my heel sling up and over, let the horse go weight bearing. And now I'm going to fasten the pastern strap. And I want this to be snug, but I want to be able to take a finger and put it underneath. So we have the boot fitted well. Everything's nice and tight. What we're looking for back here is we want the heel sling to fit around the heel bulb, but we don't want it super, super snug. This is a nice fit for us. This boot fits well. It's tight around the upper. So to get the boot off, we'll push this heel sling back, pick the foot up, and we're going to slide it off. So I'll show you really quick the differences with the Y pastern strap. So this has the accessory fitted. So the differences here are we're going to fit it the same way. We're going to fold this back. We're going to fold this out of the way. And again, we're just fitting the boot, pulling it on the foot. It should be snug, but it shouldn't be too hard to get on. Pull this back up around the heel bulbs. And now with the Y pasturing strap, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take a finger, put it underneath. I'm going to fit one side. I'm going to go to the other side, do the same exact thing. And get this side. The offside's a little harder sometimes, so we're fit there. Same, I want my fingers to be able to fit underneath. We want this to be fairly passive. So we're fit nice here. As I take it off, I want to also talk about real quick about what we're looking for on a horse's foot. So our boots are designed to fit a horse that doesn't have excess flare. We don't want excess heel height. And so a horse that's very flared, our boots are just not going to work for. So that's the fitting. So once we're done with that and we're happy with our fit, the last thing we want to do is we want to take the Loctite that came in the box and we want to pull these screws out, add Loctite to them, pull these two out, add Loctite to them, and now your boot will be secure. The other portions of the boot here, there's 6 screws on this one. They already have Loctite. The last thing we want to do on this is show how to cut the back of the boot down. When the heel counter is adjusted all the way forward, what happens is we end up with a lip here. We'll show you how to cut this off really quick with nippers, a bandsaw, or a belt sander, and you're ready to ride. Okay, now that we've fit the boot, the last thing we want to do, especially on front boots, is we want to remove this heel portion when the boot is adjusted forward for a short round foot. So we can do that 2 ways. So we can do it with power equipment, or we can do it with a pair of nippers and a rasp. So first thing I'm going to show you is take a sharp pair of nippers and just come into the back of the boot. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this off. We're just removing the back portion that now can be stepped on the back of the boot. So I'm going to just clip this off. So now I've clipped off roughly 1/4 inch of the boot. And like I said, this can be done with a sharp pair of nippers. One more little nip here. That's done. And then what I like to do is I like to take and soften all this with a rasp. So this is something anybody with a rasp and a pair of nippers can do. So that's the first method. I like to kind of round everything up, make it look good. So now this is much shorter and a horse is not going to pull this off. So the other method I'm going to show you now is with power tools. So first thing I'm going to do is put on my eye protection, and I'm going to fold the back of the heel counter back again, and I'm going to flip on my bandsaw. And I'm just going to cut off the back here. So once that's done, now I want to do the same thing I did with the rasp, but I'll use the belt sander. So kick the belt sander on here. So now the rear of the boot is reduced in length. We're not going to overreach. And now we're ready to go out and ride.